So you're selling your house, but do you know who you are competing against? I got the answer for you coming right up. What's up everybody, Andrew here with the Lake team in Houston, Texas. Welcome back to our channel. We have another fantastic video lined up for you guys today, and if you are watching this on YouTube and you have not already, make sure you smash that subscribe button down below. Here at the Lake team, we try our best to give you the best real estate content to you guys each and every single week, so you can make the most educated decision possible when it comes time for you to buy or sell real estate. With that being said, we're going to jump straight into today's topic, which is who is your competition as a home seller. So as a home seller, it's very important to understand who your competitors are. Now, I'm not saying buyers or agents or things like that, but other home sellers, right? That is your competition. Other home sellers in your area are your competition. Now, I want to do a quick note here that not every single seller in your neighborhood or your area are competing against you for different price ranges. For example, right? Let's say your house is $300,000 and there's another house around the corner that is $650,000. That $650,000 house is not competing against yours, and vice versa. You're not competing against theirs. You guys are in two completely different markets, or two completely different price points, should I say. So don't look at those types of people or those types of price ranges as your competitors, regardless of how close they are to you or how far away they are from you. So what you want to look at, though, is the market area as a whole, not just your neighborhood. Well, why? You might be asking yourself, why would I want to look at the market area rather than my neighborhood? Well, think of it like this. Put yourself in a buyer's shoes. You're going to look at everything that matches your criteria, for one, and in your price range, regardless if it's in a certain subdivision or not. Let's say, for example, somebody is looking for property in Pearland. They're not going to care. Well, they might prefer one subdivision over another. But for example, let's say if they can't find a house in their certain subdivision in their price range, but another house, another subdivision is better, they're going to go for that one. So regardless of the subdivision, they're going to look at everything in their price range. So it's important to look at everything as a whole, your market as a whole, to see what kind of competition is out there and what you're going to be going up against. And of course, what you're going to be going up against in similar in price, should I say? I should have said that. It's going to be, in similar in price. So anywhere from, 275 to 350, and if you're listed at 300 or 320, that kind of stuff right there is what I mean. Those are going to be your competitors and what you're going up against that are similar in price to yours. And speaking of price, it's important to know where you stand and how buyers are going to perceive your house above others or below others, but it's important to understand where you're going to be entering the market versus your competitors. So let's go over price and condition first. I did make a video about this, but I'll touch on this very quickly. If your house, that's why you're going to know your competition. If your competition and their houses are completely remodeled and they don't have a single thing wrong with it, it's almost like a brand new house, but your house is still stuck in the 90s or the early 2000s, and you haven't done anything to it since, you can't quite get to where your competitors are priced, because again, put yourself in a buyer's shoes. You're going to go with the better house, that's more remodeled versus yours that hasn't been touched since the 90s. So you need to make the proper adjustments accordingly to price it right whenever you enter the market, to compensate for that difference of remodeling versus something that hasn't been touched in forever. And also, you don't want to overprice a house either. Let's say you do have a remodeled house and it looks beautiful, it looks great. You don't want to overprice above everybody as well, because you will be the most expensive in that price range. You'll be the most expensive house in the area. Let's say we talked about trying to come up to your competitors. If you don't have a remodeled house, but now we're going to talk about if you do have a remodeled house, you don't want to go above your competitors either. Right? So if your competitors have a remodeled house, you have a remodeled house, and he's priced here, you're priced up here. It doesn't make a difference. Buyers are still gonna go for this guy right here because of his house, right? His house is the same as yours, looks the same. The remodeling is the same, no matter how special you think it is. Buyers don't care. Buyers look at it as like it's a beautiful house. They're priced the same, or I mean, this one's priced much less than this one is. So it sounds super confusing, but just try to put yourself in a buyer's perspective on how you would shop for a home and how you would perceive price. So when looking and understanding at your competition in the area, it's important to note too, when does it become too much competition for you? And then, when should you sell, or should you wait to sell? Those kinds of questions need to be answered too. Let's say, for example, at any given time in a particular neighborhood in Pearland, for example, let's say Shadow Creek Ranch, that's a pretty big community. And I think at any point in time, there's roughly 70 to 90 listings or 90 houses for sale at any given time throughout the year. That was pre-COVID, and it's probably different now, but this is a huge master plan community, so there's a lot of competition, and especially in the summertime when everybody else has the same thoughts, which is I'm going to put my house on the market in the summertime. So there's a lot of competition over there. People, just the sellers are fighting each other downwards, or it takes a very long time to sell a house over there sometimes. Just kind of understanding the market you're in is pretty important. You talk with your agent to, you guys can figure that out, or if you don't have an agent, reach out to us. We'll be happy to explain what kind of market that we're in. Especially, we'll break it down into the sub-local markets of where you're, like your subdivision, for example. But if it's too much competition and it's not something that you're willing to enter at this time, then it may be beneficial for you to just wait to sell the house. Wait, or when you're an agent can talk about when the right time would be to enter the market to sell your house. Whether that's in the winter months when there's not a lot of sellers on the market, or whether it's waiting until the summer months because of some personal aspects in your life. Let's say, for example, like you are going to relocate, or you're waiting until your kids get out of school to transfer them into a new school district. Whatever the case is, you and your agent, whether it's myself or somebody else, will be able to establish that goal and that timeline for you, or with you, should I say, and then of course, you guys have an action plan. Well guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. It was relatively short, and it's probably super confusing. So if you need any further help for me to break this down better for you guys, let me know. I'll be happy to explain things, maybe a little bit more specific, tailored to you and where you're located. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section below. Give me a thumbs up if you do like it. And if you have any other additional topics that you'd like us to cover, feel free to leave a comment as well and make that suggestion. We love suggestions at this point to make more content to give to you guys. So if you have any further questions, visit us at our website. From there, you can reach out to us directly. And I'll leave all the information in the link below in this description of the YouTube video. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. We do our best to give you the best real estate content to give to you guys each and every single week. And with that being said, I'm Andrew with the Lake Team here in Houston, Texas, and I'll see you guys next week.